have that creative experience of like bouncing ideas off of each other and all of that. So
Brian's a great writer. Brian's a great writer, and he's funny. And funny is difficult. You've got to be smart, and
especially
Brian
in comic
is,
book form.
especially in comic book form.
You can do it.
I mean, there's nobody to deliver the
joke. You can do a platfall in a film or a movie, or television show, even radio. You can't. That's a lot harder in comic book.
yeah, it's interesting because like I feel like horror and comedy are really the hardest things to do, especially in the graphic novel format. Because you're right, you can't do like all of a sudden whoop like all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like,
and on the horror side, as soon as you draw the nameless horror, it's no longer a nameless horror.
Right.
So,
yeah, exactly. Good luck with suspense too, because someone's gonna go 2 pages over and be like, "Ha ha."
That's what the monster
looks like. It's almost
like.
impossible because your eye, even if it's on the same page, your eye gets drawn to whatever panel is doing that
It's
huge
tricky.
thing.
Yeah,
and again, it's different.
I'm going to be sitting here solving script problems in my head right now.
Even more than a novel, because a novel like Stephen King, he can build, and then he can shock you. You don't have time to build. You got 22 pages.
Yeah.
And he doesn't use pictures.
Yeah.
Come on, Steven, get in the game.
That's right.
Hey, you gotta give him his
get on
due
this
for
level.
Creep Show though.
Yeah.
I mean, Stephen King was a huge fan of those old EC horror comics.
And they worked because they could scare you. When you're a kid, those things were freaking scary. But I love the fact that you guys can do comedy and do it well. And yeah, you're right. Brian writes really well, but you just I love what's going on with Discount Force and with.
We didn't even talk about Crudzo the Super Clown the other week, or I'm sorry, the Sewer Clown. Excuse me, I got an extra plosive in
Crudzo
there.
the Sewer Clown.
You got to get Brian back on to talk more about that. We only know Discount Force, so if we talk about
Yeah.
the titles.
Well, hey,
I'll
by
be
the way-
a little
Hey, Mike
lost.
Anderson's a great artist.
Mike is amazing, yeah.
Tell us about the stuff you've got going on other than Discount Force. Like,
Oh.
what do you got going on outside of that?
All right, who should go first, me or Clint?
I'll go first.
All right, go for it.
I've, like Sam said, we work independently, both of us. I've got my own little 10 by 10 foot studio that I work out of my home. The commute is awesome. And
Dress code very lax.
Very
Gotta love those pajama bottoms.
mostly sweatpants, or there's no pants days, and those are the best days. Those are my most
Absolutely.
creative.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's a
Just feel
wonderful
the
time.
creativity.
Yeah, I just feel so many things. Just
Plus
flowing,
whiskey minus pants. Best work
right?
days.
And there's a very lenient alcohol policy whenever I'm designing logos, and so that's handy, and it works. And so I don't want to get in the way of what works. But yes, walkingstickdesign.com, all one word. That's me. And I design branding and logos and connect business goals to. I'm going to get stupid here. I connect business
Not to
goals
me.
to like
This is
visual
my
things
stuff.
and connect it and make it happen, and all to help people make a little bit more money with what they sell,
Right
products
on.
and services. So that was the really
Tell the story with the visuals.
super boring.
You can do the
explanation.
thing.
Whatever. I would do the all marketing podcast. I'll do it.
No, I'll avoid it.
I don't see anything wrong with it. You guys, I am totally jealous of graphic artists and artists who can do things. I can't. Stick figure. That's probably the best I can do. That's why I work radio.
It's where it starts. It's where it starts.
Yeah.
Well, Clint's being modest. I mean, he does amazing stuff. I think like part of the reason we mesh so well in this unit is that we both have sort of this retro feel to our designs and stuff like that. Clint's actually like selling some awesome patches this weekend here at Wizard World. So if you want to, obviously go to his website, check it out. I mean, words. It's hard to describe in words how
Get
awesome
a denim jacket.
it is.
Get some
Yeah.
patches. Get on this level. That is the thing.
Now, are they?
I'm down with it.
Are they Velcro? Are they? I mean, they're stitch-on patches. Are there any Velcro? Because I have a bag
Let's get technical.
that I would love to stick patches on.
Stand back.
They
Patch
are
talk.
they are a heat adhesive on the back. But
Okay.
what I've done, if I have a Velcro something or other, is I'll go to Lowe's and I'll buy some cheap Velcro and use the adhesive side on the Velcro side,
which I've
and
done,
just attach it to the back of the patch, and then you can attach it to all your Velcro things.
I've
and
actually done
patches
that with
and
many of my
hats.
patches. So
That's what I do. It's a super cheap way to get around actually paying, because Velcro. I mean, the patches are expensive to produce, and I do it. It's a labor of love. It's just because I want. Like I got into this thing. I wanted to make the things that I wanted.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so I figure if I make enough of the things that I want, enough other nerdy people like me are going to see it and be like, yeah, that guy, I want
I would
to
like
buy
more
his
of
stuff.
that thing.
Exactly.
I would like to pay you for more of that thing.
Well, The kids
it's
enjoy
the
food,
freakiest
so
thing in the
we're
world is
living
the
the
fact
dream.
that we all
Live
thought,
that dream.
well, I really love this thing, but I'm probably the only one who loves this thing. So I'm going to sit in my corner or basement, and I'm just going to love this thing all by myself.
It's like you've been in my office. It's like you've been in my office.
It's amazing. Sam, what do you got going on?
All right. Well, I am basically setting up shop. We're like one giant fun table, but I've got a table. Brian's got a table, and I am selling illustrations, sketches, prints. The big thing I'm excited about this year is I'm debuting a bunch of stickers, because that seems to be where the marketplace is now, and I enjoy that because I get to. My illustrations are sort of like we were talking about earlier. It's like a funky retro kind of looking thing that I do digitally. I do digital collages and give them like this sort of 1950s, 60s flair, like some of those old mascots, that sort of thing. So I like doing a lot of visual puns and stuff, and those lend themselves pretty well to like the kind of stickers. I usually suggest people put them on their laptops. A lot of people, like, it seems to be a trend that's coming roaring back, is like the sticker collecting, which is surreal.
It is. It's weird.
Very surreal. But hey, it works for me because I think they're fun. I mean, I've got stuff like a little hot dog on a skateboard, just funky stuff that's pretty out there. You could.
I'm going to get it this time around. I missed it last time. Like, I was already spending all of my money on comic books.
Yeah.
All of it. All of it. But my sister had books and books of, like, stickers that she was collecting.
Scratch and sniff,
I
Google
remember the
eyes,
thing.
all of those.
A lot of puffy stickers, which made keeping them in the book really tricky.
Yeah.
Like, your books did not squoosh.
Puffy stickers, smelly stickers, Google Eye stickers, the foil stickers, the ones that like the hologram looking.
Oh yeah.
Like you shift.
I remember those because I put them on the covers of comic books.
Yeah,
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
It's a limited edition, man. It's to pay for your college.
Not
For
really
a time
that
in the 80s, they had the hologram sticker. Then I mean, it was 3D, man. Anyway,
lenticular
I was very
stickers.
excited about
Lenticular stickers.
Exactly.
So good.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know that word because of comic book covers.
Speaking of googly eyes, did you notice that John Barrowman, somebody stuck googly eyes on
I
the
saw
John
that.
Yeah, I noticed that. Somebody better take him up before John Barrowman shows
hope
up.
he did it.
I
I'm
feel like
thinking
he's going to be into it.
I think he probably
He
did.
seems
Good.
like that
I'm
guy.
guessing he
Good.
would have been the one who did that
Excellent.
because I can't imagine anybody else going, "Hey, I'm going to screw with John Barrowman here."
Michael can't imagine that, and yet he's sitting mere inches away from somebody who would do exactly that thing.
Exactly. It's kind of dangerous because you've got all these illustrators with Sharpies, and if you've got a big photo of your face, illustrators with Sharpies are a very dangerous combination, but they're the best kind of combination because they make magic happen.
Well, just so we have proof, we didn't do that, okay?
Is this recording?
Yes,
What?
it is.
Yeah.
So I've
Yeah,
been
you've
having,
actually had
Yes,
your
you
back
have.
to the
It's fine.
camera
There's
the whole
no-
time.
And you've been advertising discount for us the entire time.
Well, yeah.
Hi, Mom.
That's why.
I'm sorry.
For everything.
Hi, Mom. I'm
Yeah.
sorry is probably how I should start opening every call home now that you say it.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
I had to apologize. Get that in there just so
I-
my mom can know.
I was going to say, we're all kind of at that age, right? Where it's just like, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I didn't know.
The apologies precede all other activities whatsoever.
Oh, that's optimistic. You're talking about apologizing for things that you did as a younger person.
Right.
Hey.
I'm probably talking about
Right.
something from yesterday.
That and when you like children,
You have
like
your own
see
children, yes.
your mirror image walking around giving you crap, and you're like, how did I not get stomped? So yeah, always lead with "I'm sorry" when you call home to mom. That's just a good thing.
There's
to
your
do.
Okie Geek tip.
There you go of the day.
Would you guys tell us about the location of the tables? Do you remember the numbers? Or do you have...
Without looking at them?
Oh, but wait.
You're going to look for table number 847.
847.
Yep. And, like, we'll all be there. It's a
Right.
happy little family.
Come by, say hi to Brian. I think Hugh's going to be there. I didn't see him there now, but he's going to be here
Well,
later.
he's
Be
got a
there
bedtime.
tomorrow, yeah.
That's right. He's going to be signing. He's going to be signing some books.
Yep.
So
So you got, come by. See the guys.
Yeah, get a signed copy of Decembo, a signed copy of Discount Force.
Buy some crappy toys.
That's right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
some awesome patches and very, very awesome stickers.
And I was going to say, crappy toys with much better like packaging and branding than they had when they were originally purchased.
What I found difficult is I didn't tell you guys this, you and Brian, is that
Uh-oh.
when I was done making the thing, I was like, this looks too
Nice.
well. It doesn't, and this looks so amazing. I don't know.
No, but it looks too nice
what
for
I had to do is
crappy toys.
I had to draw back over it to get that other version that's actually in the book. so that it has a little bit more of a hand-done feel to it, so it matches your aesthetic, and so it kind of has that kind of gritty, grungy, newsprint 1980s, trade comic look.
The way
to
comic books are supposed to look.
The way God intended comic books to look.
It was fun because like we were kind of going for this aesthetic, like when you pick up a Bronze Age comic, that was my big visual inspiration.
Absolutely.
Was like the Bronze Age stuff, like because I feel like that's when Jack Kirby was at his peak. And what's funny about it now is like when they reprint it, like in their master editions, it doesn't look as good.
It's too glossy.
Because they recolor it, it's glossy. What you want is something that's got like, it's almost like looking at film reels instead of digital. With all those little pops and marks on it.
For the longest time, even after Marvel had moved all of their trades to, slick, glossy, good paper, DC was still doing all of theirs on what?
Love that.
What Brian even called toilet paper, and I was like, no, it's better. Shut up.
It is.
Yeah.
This is how it's supposed to look.
That gray newsprint almost.
Yeah.
Just really thin. Those are my favorite.
Color bleeds out a little bit.
Favorite books.
Well, there's such this neat aesthetic too, because the paper ages.
Yes.
So like the paper has this sort of like nice aesthetic to it.
It gets better with age.
Yeah, exactly.
Much like a fine wine or cheese.
And you also have to be more careful with it. You have to actually.
The only downside.
There's a reason why you have to board and bag your stuff. Right now, I get comics and I'm like, that'll sit there on the shelf for 20 years and
I'm gonna put coffee on it. It's
and
fine.
Again, also, and I'm not going to knock because I like the gloss, but then there's no difference between that and just downloading it to your computer and just because. But
I believe you've cracked the case of why I just download them to my computer now.
There's the feel of the paper that in those old comics, and I'll pull them out every now and then in the boards and bags. That's just, it feels and it smells like 1970s comics.
It smells like long boxes.
It smells like long boxes.
Well, one of the brilliant things about our Samuel Washburn here is that he comes up with these amazing overlays, or what are they called?
Basically textures.
Textures and overlays where you can get slick-looking art, and he just touches with his illustrator wizardry. I'll pull it out because we're at Wizard World. A couple things he does, and he works his magic on it, and it takes you right back to 1980, whatever. With the look at the colors, look at the characters, and just when you're flipping through the book, the idea is that it takes you right back there. And what Sam was saying about having that Bronze Age feel paired with the over-the-top packaging of dollar store toys.
Yes.
Is what we were going for. We were going for, the extreme neon, crazy over-the-top explosions, bullets, and, metal textures, from like the 80s and from dollar store toys mixed with this really rich aesthetic that Sam brings to the book. And so it's a good marriage of both of those things. But I feel like I'm talking it up way too much. Just come over and buy a book.
That's right.
Come buy the book.
Check it out.
Nostalgia's in. Come
buy the
check
book,
out this
buy the patches, buy the stickers.
The stickers are cool. The buttons are where it's at. I'm a huge button guy, and so I decided, we got to have some buttons in the package with the stickers and the action figures and everything. Oh, and the only comic book that is paired with actual action figures that match the book.
That's
in
right.
Here. We're the only ones.
It's true.
You can buy your Star Wars stuff on Amazon. You can buy your Pokemon junk somewhere else. Come here and get the real, authentic stuff from a WWW Comics.
There you go. Hey, where can people find you on the World Wide Web?
On the interwebs.
For me, the best place is washburnillustration.com, and that's sort of like a jump station. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm actually doing drawings for charity right now. That's a sort of an ongoing initiative I've been starting since, I think, last November? Yeah, since last November I've been doing that. But that also give you access to where I'm at on Instagram and Twitter. All the links are there.
Awesome.
So, washburnillustration.com.
For me, you can go to my website, walkingstickdesign.com. In the footer, there's all the social links to everywhere. If you want to see, new work, go to my Instagram account. It's Instagram. I'm at walkingstick_co. Because Walkingstick is a very long word, and it was tough to fit all the characters in there, so I had to go with Walkingstick_co. So I'm at Walkingstick_co for Twitter and for Instagram, and that's where I kind of dump things that I'm working on.
Come check out their booth, 847, around in that area.
That's it.
Right. Great time.
That's the one.
All right.
Very good. Thanks a lot, guys.
Right
Thanks,
back
guys.
to close this up in just a moment. We are live at Wizard World in downtown Oklahoma City.